Have you been working on a new course but you have no idea what to charge for it? Are you super proud of your course and want to make as many sales as possible, but you have no idea how to price it in order for that to happen? If you've been looking for the perfect price for your course, look no further. In this video, I'm going to share my personal online course pricing strategy and how you can price your course for the maximum amount of profit. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, my name is Courtney Sanders. I'm a full-time online entrepreneur as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats, I do all of the things literally. And I feel like I haven't announced this in previous videos, but shame on you if you're not following me on Instagram. Not only is your girl a wife, a toddler mom, but I'm also expecting. So yes, there's another little bundle of joy on the way. So we'll see how I continue to manage all of this stuff going further, but that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about how to price your course. So if you've been following me, then you know that I have sold lots of digital products, lots of online courses. I've sold multi six figures worth of online courses, but what you might not know is that I have done that by selling them at all types of price points. So your girl has sold digital products and courses for as low as $20, and I've sold digital products and courses for as much as several $1,000s. So I've run the gamut, but the one thing that I can say for sure is that they've all been profitable for me. Even the lower price points have been profitable for me because I knew these online pricing strategies that I'm gonna share with you in this video. So if you're curious to know what that is and what you should be charging for your course, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing you have to understand when it comes to pricing your course are the pricing tiers. So while people will tell you, oh, you can charge whatever you want for your course, that's sort of true, but you'll find that most courses fall within 3 bands or 3 tiers. And so you want to make sure that you understand what these tiers are because the pricing decisions kind of depend on which tier it falls into. So the first tier, which is the low ticket tier, are your courses that are generally priced under $200, really under $100. But these are low ticket because these are courses that you might be pricing this way because you want it to be a no-brainer decision for your target market. So typically these are under $200. You might see them at $197 and especially under $100. So your $97, your $47, $27 courses, that kind of thing. Then you have your mid-ticket tier, and this is the tier that the majority of the courses that you see online fall into, and these I would say are between about $200 and maybe $2,000-ish. I've seen some courses go as high for $3,000. I was actually a part of a launch as an affiliate for a course that was priced at $3,000 and it still went pretty well, but the majority of the courses that are in this mid-tier section are really gonna fall between $200 and $2,000-ish. And then you have your high ticket courses, and these tend to be hybrids where it's courses but there's a bit of coaching involved, maybe there's a mastermind group associated with it, and this is pretty much anything over $2,000, certainly over $5,000. So I've seen courses in this tier be as high as $100,000, but it wasn't just the course you were getting, it was maybe a year of access to the particular coach plus access to the mastermind. So there's a lot that goes into it, but these are generally the 3 tiers that you want to price your course in and that you want to keep in mind as you think about the other strategies that I'm going to get into right now. Okay, once you understand the pricing tiers, then you need to be super honest with yourself and you need to ask yourself, legitimately, how good is your course idea? And by how good your course idea is, I'm talking not just about how you feel about it and, oh, this is an amazing course idea, it's gonna change people's life, but I'm talking about, is this already a popular topic? Is this something that's super relevant? So I've talked about this in previous videos that I would definitely encourage you to check out, but if you're not sure if your course idea is any good, go ahead and download my Irresistible Course Idea Workbook, which walks you through, and it's very detailed. It's not like a cheap, cheesy free PDF type thing. Like, this is a legit workbook. It's a new ebook that I just wrote, and it will walk you through the process of really coming up with a course idea that's pretty much guaranteed to be profitable. So you want to make sure that you are dealing with a good course idea here, because if you're not, meaning you're dealing with a course idea that your target market is really not that into, or is not relevant, or is not popular, or is not many of the other things that I talk about in that workbook, then it really doesn't matter what you price it at, you're gonna have difficulty selling it. So you wanna have a check here, make sure your course idea is good. All right, so once you've confirmed that you're dealing with a good course idea and you know what these pricing tiers are, then the next thing you want to do is ask yourself, how comprehensive is this course? So a lot of times people struggle to create a course and they make it take 6 months or a year because they think every course has to be this super comprehensive thing that, is comparable to like something that you would take at an online university, and that's not necessarily the case. Different target markets or different customers want different results at different speeds. And not everybody is into taking some super jumbo course with a gazillion different video modules. Some people just want a quick hitter like, teach me how to post on Instagram stories, teach me how to do phone sales, teach me, they just like, give me the goods, give me something that's quick that I can digest, that I can just get in and out and get the information. And so there is a place in the market for courses like that. So you want to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, how comprehensive is your course? And depending on how comprehensive it is, it's neither, good or bad, right? If it's not that comprehensive, that's not a bad thing, but that just lets you know that perhaps you might want to consider pricing your course in some of the lower tiers. So mid-ticket, maybe even lower ticket, depending on how high level it is. But if it's extremely comprehensive and you've put everything you've ever learned in your 20 years of experience in this course, then you're probably dealing with a higher ticket course. So you want to gauge the price first by asking yourself how comprehensive it is. All right, before I get into the rest of the pricing strategies, I want to know and I want to hear from you, what do you want to sell your course for? That's the real question. So there is no right or wrong answer. Go ahead and let me know in the comments, how much would you love to sell your courses for? Go ahead and drop those $ in the comments below. Okay, the next strategy that you need to consider is, how many testimonials do you have? This is huge. I don't know why people sleep on testimonials. Y'all, testimonials are important. Why? Because they don't know you. And when I'm saying they, I mean your prospective customers, right? Oftentimes we get so caught up in our greatness, our fabulousness. I've been working on this course for 6 months. Sis, they don't know you though. They don't know that. You are a stranger on the internet. This is not something that somebody can walk into Target and pick up and touch and feel and ask the customer service person. Like, it's not like that. If you are on the internet and you're selling a course, by definition, it's intangible. And so people need something that is gonna help assuage their fears and it's gonna kind of help mitigate those risks, and testimonials are a great way to do that. If they see testimonial after testimonial of people who have gone through your course and are on video or on audio or are on written description saying, this course worked for me, this course got me this result, that is huge. Now, I understand that when you're first starting out, you're probably not gonna have many testimonials for your course because you're just beginning, but you do have to factor that into your pricing. So don't just say, oh, I'm creating this course and it's better than so-and-so's and she sells her course for $5,000, I'm gonna do it too, but you ain't got no testimonials, okay? She's got, 500 testimonials on her sales page? You have none. So you might have to be willing to discount your course in the beginning in order to get people in so that you can get those testimonials. And the more testimonials you can collect, ultimately, the more you can charge for your course. All right, the next pricing strategy that you want to consider is, how involved do you want to be in the selling process? Oftentimes we have this fantasy where we think that we're gonna sell a $10,000 course, but we're just gonna put it up on a sales page and just run some Facebook ads to it and people are just gonna buy our course, and that's not how it works. So typically the higher price the course is, the more involved you personally need to be in the sales process, or at least someone on your team needs to be involved in that sales process. So those high ticket tiers that I was talking about, typically you sell things in the high ticket tier via phone sales, and typically you sell things in the mid-ticket tier via some sort of launch, some sort of webinar, some sort of lead up to get people to be like, oh, okay, I'm willing to drop a few hundred or even a few $1,000s for this course. Now, things that are in that lower ticket tier don't need as much lead up, they don't need as much hand holding, and they certainly don't need phone sales. So those are the courses that you can kind of slap up on your website or announce on Instagram and expect to get sales for. So you need to be honest with yourself and say, what's your current bandwidth in your business? Do you have staff? What kind of systems do you have in place? Do you have the capacity to be highly involved in the sales process? If you don't, you might want to consider a pricing tier that fits better with ultimately how involved you want to be in your sales. All right, so those are my 5 pricing strategies for coming up with a great price for your amazing course. But again, if you're still really struggling to come up with a great course idea at all, I highly encourage you to download my free Irresistible Course Idea Workbook, which is gonna walk you through the detailed process of coming up with a course idea that banks. So you can go ahead and download that at CourtneyLSanders.com/course idea. All right, I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when my next video goes live. And if you want even more in the meantime, make sure you are subscribed to my podcast, which is The Courtney Sanders Show. And you can find that just by searching The Courtney Sanders Show on iTunes or either Spotify. And if you want more information right now, make sure you're following me on Instagram at CourtneyLSanders. I post tips there every single day, and I love chopping it up with you all in the comments and in my DMs. So go ahead and follow me and hit me up. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.